Hello and welcome to TechSlice. In this video I'll be showing you how you can set up a Bitcoin wallet and get started with Bitcoin mining using only your graphics card. So let's get started. So it's really easy to start Bitcoin mining, and the first thing you need to do before you start is set up a Bitcoin wallet. So what you want to do is, I'll be using Coinbase, so you go to sign up. It'll ask for some details, so I'll just enter the channel name in. And enter an email. And just enter any password. You just need to verify that you're not a robot, agree to their user agreement. So we'll just select this quickly. Okay, we'll go verify, and we'll create our account. Okay, so now what you need to do is go to your email, and we'll just verify it, and we'll be right back. So now that you've verified, what you can do is either set up as a business or an individual. So we'll just set up as an individual, go next. You can also verify your phone number, which we'll do later. We'll just skip that for now. And once we set up, you can see here we've got a dashboard, and it's got current Bitcoin price compared to last month in this case. So you can see that it's gone down quite a bit compared to the last month, but in the past day or so it has been rising again. So we don't need to worry about any of this now. What you can do is just go to accounts, and you'll then see your Bitcoin address, which we'll need in a minute. So the second thing we need to do is get a Bitcoin miner. So for this I'll be using NiceHash miner. So we'll go .nicehash.com, and we'll just download the program. So the program we're downloading is version 2.0.0.8, and there is a 1.7 version that you can download, but for this we'll just stick to the current version. So we'll go find the file and set up. Okay, so we've downloaded the program. What we'll do is we'll just go set up and install. And while that's happening, what we'll do is we'll just go over what Bitcoin mining is. So Bitcoin mining is where your GPU or processor will solve problems, and in return will earn you Bitcoins. So we'll just accept this license agreement, and you want to accept this as well. Now, one thing, I had to disable my antivirus because this, for whatever reason, is detected as a Trojan, and if you get a notification from your antivirus, just go in there. If you can, what you want to do is add an exception so the program can still run. So I'll show you. I'll load up mine, and you can see these two crucial parts, which was the CPU detection as well as CC miner, which is the actual mining program, were both blocked due to being detected as viruses. So if you want to use this program, you'll have to add an exception to that. How you do that will differ between different antiviruses, but that's just one thing to note if your program's not working or some of your hardware is not detected. So we'll just get rid of that, and you can see it's currently downloading some files to get started. So we'll just let it do its thing, and we'll jump back into it once it's ready. Okay, so it's all installed now, the miners have downloaded, and now we'll just set it all up. So you can see we've got a very easy interface to use. This has been improved from the 1.7 release. So you can see we've got a nice easy to use interface. big icons. It will tell you what devices you can use. You can view the details. You have your balance, and we're just going to set this up right now. So going to configure, so you can change the currency to your currency that you use. You can see there's quite a few options, so we'll just select Australian dollar. So you can see we've also got options to start mining while idle. You can auto start mining, which I'll enable, and you can change the server location, which I'll keep with Amsterdam, but you also have a few other options here. So in system you have log to file, so you can view the console output, and you've got to enable P0 state. You've got this option here which will improve the performance on NVIDIA cards, so I'll enable that. Then go to advanced. You can see we've got some access to the logs file as well as the config file, and in about we just have some information about the update. So to get started, what you want to do is go to wallet and add one. So what we'll do is we'll add the one from before, so you can view that by going to your account and clicking on get Bitcoin address. So we'll need to sign in if it's been some time since you last did anything. And you can see what you'll do is you just hit get Bitcoin address, and you want to copy this, so we'll copy it and we'll just put it into our Bitcoin wallet here and just hit save. Even if it's grayed out, you just hit save and it'll add it for you. You can then name your computer, so you can just add it, say something like TechSlice, hit save, and then if you go view your stats online, say you have multiple computers, you can see, well, you'd be able to see, once we get started, you'll be able to see how productive the machine is and what it's doing. So in hardware details, we have the option to enable our processor, which by default for me is disabled, so I'll just turn that on. You can see it's only got one algorithm which you can use, and you can see we've also got a range of different algorithms available for your GPU. So if you want to, you can enable X11 experimental, and just tick on that, just click that, and then I'll just restart the program so I can enable the performance. So we'll just open program, just give it a second to start up again, just let it run that, and we'll just hit start. So you can see it's going to start running some benchmarks, and something useful would be to get a temperature monitor or a hardware monitor. So for this I'm just going to use the MSI Afterburner program, so we'll start it up, and you can see in here we've got a bunch of information, so I'm just going to keep an eye on my GPU temperature. You can see where it's been. Before it's gone up to 62, even up to 65 at times. So we'll just hit start, and it will give you a live view of what your GPU is doing. So we'll just let it run its benchmarks, and we'll be right back once it's done. So you can see we're almost done. It's testing the final thing, and it's going to start mining for Bitcoins. So you can see we've got these two windows that have opened. This one, if you read, is for the CPU, and this one here is for the graphics card. And you can also view the kind of algorithm it's using, which is listed here. In this case we're using Equihash. You can view the algorithm it's using here. You can view the speed, as well as on the CPU you can just see that it's detecting new blocks. So you can just keep these open to keep an eye on it, make sure it's working. Finds the most profitable algorithm and we'll choose it automatically. So if it finds something else, it'll stop using this, it'll switch over to another one. and you'll start mining with that algorithm instead. So you can see up here we've got the daily estimated earnings, you've got your balance, and you can see it does sometimes drop off and it may reconnect and choose another algorithm to use. So if we just give it a sec, it'll probably recover. So you can see it's come back now. It'll start earning money again. So at any time you can just go into the wallet and change it. So I'm now using my own wallet. You can see I've already earned $1.02, and we'll just close out of that, restart the program because it's stuffed itself. So at any time, if it just hangs and it doesn't look like it's doing something, you can either let it do its thing, or you can just shut the program off and it'll start up again. So we'll just go start. It's gonna benchmark me again. So you can see we've got a live temperature monitor here. You can also scroll down to see temperatures for other hardware, and at any time that you might encounter an issue where it won't start mining, what you can do is you can just say it's stuck in a benchmarking thing, look at the algorithm, go into the mining details and turn it off, and it should start up again. So what we'll do is we'll just stop temporarily. We'll turn that back on now. You can see it's going to try and benchmark again. So we'll just give it time to do that. And you can see it's not working, so what you do is you just go into hardware details, turn it off, and there you go. So just keep an eye on these windows, and yeah, you can monitor it as you need to. So another thing I'll just show before we finish is the main page of NiceHash Miner, and if you scroll down you can see your earning potential. So we can go to calculate profitability, and I'm using a GTX 1050 Ti and Core i5 6500, and this will calculate how much your selected hardware can earn you. So you can put in your electricity costs, in which case I don't have to pay for it, so I can see that I'm going to earn roughly 81 cents a day, $6.50 a week, and sometimes if you're using the most profitable algorithm you can make up to $43.67 per month. So down here you can also see the most profitable algorithms. In my case it's Daigo Hashimoto that earns me the most. We've also got the second biggest, which is what is run as default. So you can see it's what it's running at right now. You can also see in here we've got X11 Ghost as well as this one. And down here you can also see the speeds at which these work. And as shown before, you can view your stats online, so we'll go view stats. Load it up, and you can see we've got here the computer that I'm using, which is called TextSlice, as well as Kryptonite, which is the processor algorithm, and the other algorithm which is running on the GPU. After you mine for a bit as well, you'll also see a customized page which will give you estimates on how much you may earn based on how your computer's going at the current time. And you can see here this window eventually will pop out with estimates on how much you will earn per day based on what your computer's doing at the time, as well as estimates for that month and as well as a week. And just an extra note, if you have a Mac and you really want to do it on there, because, say, a MacBook Pro isn't going to be the greatest thing because it's only using a CPU, you don't have a graphics card to use, and but you may get some cases where it works alright, but for most cases a PC is going to be better for this, or better yet, you can get a Bitcoin miner, which is a dedicated board designed for this purpose. So if you're on a Mac, obviously you've got two main options. You can get a Mac-based program that can do the same sort of thing. There's one called Minergate which you can get, which I haven't tested, but you can see how that works out for you, as well as also running Boot Camp. So you can install Windows on a separate partition on your Mac, and then you can run this program instead. So that wraps it up. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on social media for updates, and I'll see you next time.